subscribe. But more than so say share na yenko yenim. Abusiamfo nsem ewo ho nepa. Now let's listen to Miriam Chimasia din krama mo akwa bapa. Abusia de ekoso ewo bokoro. It did not happen by mistake you. It happened because of a plan. Now the youth in Bawku the Omoka na yentwe homra. Mo video we.
Our president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Initially, when you came to Bawku, you promised us. You didn't promise us of a region, but you gave us the road to follow for the region. And the region has not even been set. But look at what is happening in Bawku. So yes, can do anything, anyhow they want, killing people. We want him to take measures of his military. We don't want the conduct, what they did 3 days ago, to repeat again. And much more, our Zugurana statue, we want it to be rebuilt. We want the Zugurana statue to be rebuilt. And those soldiers who are here brutalizing people around, want them to be changed. If they are following the man policies, escorting them and getting their small money to chop, we have not given them, we have not stopped them. They should do what they want. We are also in our land and we also do what we want. But for them to come round and shoot people, kill innocent children, we won't take that. And you as the president, you promised us something. And we voted the zeros, not for nothing, no. We voted it for something. They didn't vote you. Even you, Mama Yana, they didn't vote you. They spoiled your ballot box. They didn't vote you. So what do you say there for? You are a majority leader. You have an aim in the parliament. What are you supposed to do as a Kosasi? Because you are 50-50. We are watching on you. And this is a warning that goes to anybody who doesn't follow the laws of the Kosa, will not get any entry inside the Kosa land again. Thank you.
Thank you. And that's for it.
Abusia ti asem yo. Ti asem ye pa. Ti se uti asema akura we oka ya. Ni Nigeria asem so na oka. Ti ni ye pa. Ti asem ye pa. Uti asem oka ye. O si mamprusi fwan to aba mfa mama hama yarega. But omo vote all full for the NDC. Intia mahama yarega ono no ye sabio majority leader no. Unsolve this problem. O say John Mahama bra uba hano. You came here and you promised us something. Mamemfa kra na nimu ncho na hwe na nimu ye. John Darega bra uba ha say no. Ube promise ye. Say you are going to give us a region. And inti ayen sunu yenya college ayede koto abanu boom boom de mawo ayan to be amfama people no. Because oba no catch they say some people ti akonwa so a ena ntokwasie na mo ba entokwa no esubetwa because munim say kusasefo ena we so mo ni ohene no. So abusiam I want you to listen to me very carefully. John Mahama is sick in the head. Papa no yare woni tim. Papa na no digana akonwa no. He is sick in his head. Oyare. Onye nipa bia o say Ghana fo nkoso moma na akonwa mane enya ba bi ogina no. He is seriously sick. Me mama British in cancer me makwaba. Oyare because where sa bokun tokwa no. John Mahama and the NDC Omwamanaba beye amanyon tokwa. It is no more chieftaincy war. It is more about war. What we call it is all about what we call a political fight. And I see what Boko Haram. A political what fight? Because Mahama no edi petra kugu. Offending saying, Ja there so say, no ba. He will make sure say the Kusasi people will become the king of the area. Entina Mahama Bano, the Kusasi people have the Yankas or Muwa Tinkambi or Mumu say, Omwa buying Aba, so they can do whatever they want to do. Asma mami kenyi na eti yo. Asma mami ka ye nyina ye TV. Na nye mami na eka o. And then me videos so ha me bebo akire wa obeti babia mahama ankasa ebie na no a promise bokufo kusasefo say when he comes to power he is going to make sure say the Bawku people will become the chief and the owners of the Bawku land. Same way na mahama the promise won. So now the expectation is say waba dia enefa the odema yedema. So I'm fa we are going to take the things by ourselves. And you know, they are now demanding mahama not to send even the police or the military there. Mama Maturi, me, I'm not here to do politics with it. Me, I'm not here to do MPP NDC in the Bawku issue. But I'm here to expose how dangerous John Mahama is. Mahama, you're very dangerous. Sanya me kosu Bawku yi. Eye Mahama na akofa bo, Mahama na akofa ba. John Danagat money Mahana Kofaba because we influence some tribe against the other. And I watch them one quarter kra. And a way in any and a year kuma mam for mat say nine ewa baby and no didi. Now we are say we in the pabone to this level. What are you expecting your end of life to be? Alexander is a massa. The greatest mistake Ghanaian did to the country Ghana is making Mahama's president for the second time. You hear? Who to me say a statesman, or be a wedi president paying, or be a wedi vice president paying, or be a we not and I will name the young can say Santo Kowe Nase said the city you know. You close your eyes. And because of political power, who couldn't throw katawani and make some comment beer and then the SCA and Bawku. Now, let's move on. Now you hear this video too. The entire mechanic said John Mahama is a very, 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 very wicked man. Who did it? The video way.
It's the issue of peace. When I read the media, they say the Bawku chieftaincy conflict. There's no chieftaincy conflict in Bawku. There cannot be two kings in one kingdom. Every government recognizes that the overlord of Bawku is Naba Abugago Asigri II.
Abusha tieni yepa. John Mahama sama okaye nyina yate ase. Ose chieftaincy will be anywhere wo Bawku. Ade was me no me no kasa nyina ye nim say the chieftaincy war in Bawku did not started yesterday. But Mahama go in front of the Kusasi people and tell them, say, there is no chieftaincy war. Mahama keep on and tell the Kusasi people, say, Abanyo mwaba kunyina wa manga na munim say, Kusasi for heneno. Oni ne yede, yen can send the king of that land. Me pacho mimia. Utie me. So na we kusasi ni ena uti ubabi montokwasi na moko because of chieftaincy na the potential president ba ukurum na obe promise obe kan asem bi se kirewa den na ebeba utim automatically the ebeba utim ni say of course amen koto abama papa we na mse me koto abama na oba obey you the power of a mining in Adia Manono. Edia bois metribe, ama metribe, adio hene, I will crunum. Yentos in tea more things, tea.
And that's why I say there's no conflict, no chieftaincy conflict. And so peace in Bawku is going to be my priority when I become president. And all of you know that when NDC comes, there will be peace in Bawku. And so I wish to urge you to collaborate with our security service personnel who are here. They have a very difficult job. Let's collaborate with them so that they can help to maintain the peace. And I can assure you that when NDC comes, we will make sure that peace comes to Bawku. Bawku has a lot of potential. When Bawku was peaceful, commercial activities were going on and everything was okay. Now some public service workers have left the area because they are afraid for their lives. We will make sure that peace comes back to Bawku so that all of them can come back. And so I want to thank you, my father, for your warm welcome. We gave you just very short notice. We gave you just very short notice, but you have received us like a son who has come back. As part of the Bawku
abusafo se mo bekaya enam nsem wo ya John Mahama kan yenti no some part of Bawku na MPP flag udi kosi ho a yebe pagashim yebe hye no yebe tuato atwene enam nsem wo ya John Mahama ko kan ye enam nsem wo ya John Mahama ko kan yenti no sabio MPP amai, MPP abai, MPP agina musifo during the 2024 election. Everywhere where the Kosasi people were settled piano, MPP amanyo konu nya zero. But John Dariga, you are the president, and what are we seeing? Mimia arimimi mwakwaba. And Mahame, you are the president of the republic, and it is NDC that is in power. What are we seeing in Bawku? We are seeing the worst case. We are seeing the worst case. Now the Akoyane say the Kusasi people are now feeling superior because they know say you're more buying and a tia kunyaso because of this reckless commenter, His Excellency the President of the Republic, then the opposition leader, Emekie. Na papa, saboni awadi nyina nipo amwahwere wo monkwa because of your stupidity as a person, not as a president. Ni nyina nyankopon beye den ebe dane de aba so. Woni wasefo. So Mahama was trying to tell Ghanaians, he said, and Bawku said, when NDC is in power, Bawku is always peaceful. Now, let's see the difference.
Uncle Pongus would fear NDC for car. Na baby, I drew a NDC for more Bawku, and you could sassy for. Oma Baba press conference. Monjane Omoka. Almost MPP a pencil. Bawku conflict na na ekoso 8 years ni nyina nipa wu ye just 50 for 8 years ni nyina but NDC by power in less than 7 months nipa ewu in excess of 300. Now you see neti ameka say nyame na etu omokane ne say last year elections no sankrofo we omo ban MPP from campaigning in Bawku. Yes, omo ye press conference etuo ni asekan ese MPP ni bia obesi was over campaign wo Bawku omo beku no. That is what they did. And in fact there were several polling stations omo prevented MPP from fielding a polling agent in the akwakoto aba no na NDC for nwa and omo tugu mu wiem nti umu second AGYAPONG Crawford can say about umianya 0 polling stations bia that place that na conflict ekoso san Crawford we na edi sa bone no ene NDC a omu use sa conflict in the year campaign inside kusasi for and Bawku for no against MPP e cham for so omo de omo ba power asumdue beba boko no ene under on my watch. And a nipa just in the space of 6 months, 300. Meanwhile, MPP 8 years in a nipa honum, just 50. Now, I mean, Tiamoka, Munya, we a comedy secra. I feel a mobile be woman. Yes, I feel a mobile be woman. And then, Sabo Contocano, a chum tamale, a chum can tampo, the chimay, a baby drew Kumase. Kusasi for almost here wase. Yakunu Ninian so Yakunu Munyan who she, but Kumasene Ashanti region, the mamma farm bow, because more the bower, a dear in a bayamo.
Ah, okay. And Tabusanti a year pow. Yet, me mamma than appear, me more call pa. I'm what to say. Yet, video ne the kind of mahama promise you almost on one he's in power, one NDC is in power. Kusa a Bawku area, a be peaceful. Now, let's go to the statistics. Bra na MPP amanyoko no teso ane ese MPP amanyoko ene man tokwa koso oboko no enipa omu ye in 8 good years na omu ye 50 50 no eye omu ye nipa de untime kese nipa 50 unti omu ye nipa 50 pe there be untime nka pe e ma ne ye even one single human life matters a lot. Eti nipa mako aduonu 50 and omo hwere omo nkwa. Ye nyira ye feel pity for what happened, so be hwere ne nkwa for that. But enkrofo na omo de ade we koye politics. Emma during the election Bawku Sambe another fireplace war zone no. And no better na so in just 7 months. Enipa mako ahasa 300 people enawo. Now you know what? Santokwa we no. Enye ntokwa bia ye kone soro ye kone wo only Bawku. Eye ntokwa bia ye ko a tribe against tribe. Enti ba bia these two tribes be share ba bia no they fight. And in Tienche bia Kumasi asawasi ana a friend is saying yakokum kusase ehene wo hono. The fight is expanded. This is what happened when you have a reckless person. This is what happened. Se wokofa ebia nipa asabio onye da onye obi odwene kwa achiri se omedi wanima we na esie. The ekono no. Enti from 50 to 300. 8 years, 7 months, 8 years, 50, 7 months, 300. Which is which? You see, there is nothing that Mahama promised Ghanaians to deliver because he is a calm man. He is a calm man. Now, Bushé, man, you some people for Nkwana Yahu say, Mahama didn't throw agu. Mahama, I had agu and Nimasio. The Bawku people are now demanding accountability from John Dramani Mahama. Omono omokoto abama omono. Omo manipulate omo adwen kusase for so omokoto aba boom boom a man people for nye campaign police station agent kura no say of kase oba be police station agent kusase asase so a ye beku no. Omo na no mo aba abonte a omo expose the dirty job John Dramani Mahama ne nkrofo ye ebi eni tie video we
We were about 8 when we were sitting in front of the roadside. Before we realized, they just started firing gun on our top, and we 4 get injured and 1 person passed away. So we are 5 that were captured, but 1 passed away. But we 4 that we are injured.
Where are you injured?
My head. We can't identify because it's the time he was firing is everybody trying to save his life. So we are jumping around. So I just lie down. When I saw he just turned his back. Before I was seeing him, it's a car came and covered him in front of the road. That's where the thing has happened. There is a Bagnaza shop there. That is where normally we sit. And the point that I'm having is like we are not scared.
say so we are not scared. Na share Facebook no so Ibrahim where we need or say Mampusi and Kusasi for we need peace. And yeah, asumdwene so here be papa if say so no war boko ebiesi kumase na say we na kwaya sem foforo sania ana say free boko abekuma sasa be duru temadia enkade na chese ne beje ga na nyina aboso eno no nti aposifo esempa ewo ho
enti na de ekoso no miwia enam the poor leadership and the poor character of John Mahama yema na kwanya ema ne microphone ema ne sabio to me so to me can the upper because of democracy no that is the consequences and then to kwana for the babia baby obefo Ghana bia the people are actually what fighting they are what they are fighting na mo ka akwa we mo hwe na
for you to say, yeah, man, and to Ghana, and say, yeah, here so the Nibia or Boku PM say, come. Yeah, here so the Nibia or Boku PM, na they see Burkina Faso, no, and they see Ghana. Na every Boku, no, every Ghana, yes, and a man and Tosa, and if I every neighbor, so yes, the knee, no one's now no one for my, yeah, but both 12 to 7. Sapa Pepper, oh, dear, Uniano, son of the Bayo, she's a soldier, you on say law. On Senate law, so you need Senate law. You can have a pattern toka, you can Koshia. You can have a pattern toka, you can have a tongue Kodu. You can have a pattern toka, you have a tongue Koshia. You can have a pattern toka, you can have a tongue Kodu. You can have a pattern toka.
Yes, it's a ticket here we are. Now, chain. Now, one when a year, Obeka say, be a adrena emere. As no adrena emere. Na nim diani yan sane akwan ene kwan faso we adreno ene bia na nipa no ayedan wasua ne ye. Enti ne Mahama ne to abeda ho. Say he politicized the Bawku war and ne he is weeping what he sowed. Now nim die hu what you tie? A man for you serious so. A man for you very serious to go after John Dramani Mahama. Papa way, I don't know if he can finish his 4 years on the throne. Yenti your video was.
Peace in Bawku. No amount of military, no amount of curfew can bring peace to Bawku unless that issue is addressed. You are right. We were all excited when the president came to Bawku after 1 week of his inauguration. We were very happy. We were celebrating it. But it was all PR. The president is not sincere. He's either not sincere or they are just incompetent. The president is playing on the intelligence of the people. That is why people are angry on the ground. You came to Bawku and says that what has happened? Nothing. Not a single policy has changed. On Bawku, nothing. He's continuing the same old disabled. This is my look. In 2022, I told the then Defense Minister Nitiwo that this conflict is going to spread. If they don't take time, the conflict will spread. And Nitiwo looked at me and just walked away. They did nothing. We are on the ground, we are picking the signals, we are telling the authorities what to do, what can happen, and they're not listening. Look at this Asawasi, look at the attacks in Accra, attacks in many other places, in Bolga. It's happening, it's spreading to Nalerugu, to Walawale, it is spreading. And if this government doesn't take time, they are going to be, Bawku will embarrass this government and they will have to explain to Ghanaians why they've allowed this thing to fester and to spread to the rest of the country. When all they need to do is to enforce the law. President Mahama, as I said, he said it multiple times. There can be no two kings in Bawku. There can be no two chiefs in Bawku. He came to Bawku and said that He said that at various political platforms. Up till now, there are still 2 chiefs in Bawku. I am telling you again, unless that issue is solved, there will be no peace in Bawku. There will be no peace in the issue will only escalate. This is what I'm telling you.
Entity assembly yepa. Samna John Mahama ka ye no. Ene na akose nkrofo no timo. Samna Mahama gina podium so bie na no ka kire sabio Bawku land for so say there cannot be 2 kings in Bawku. There is only 1 king, and every government in the country will recognize Kusase Hene as the king of the people in the northern region. Hono. That is what is, in the minds of the people. That is what is in the mind of the people. Enti abusie ntokwa na ekoso wo hono. Eye John Mahama na akwa ba. Na santokwa na ekoso wo hono. Don't sit aside in your home in the southern part of the country. Say Kumasi, Sunyane, Accra, Tema, or whatever. Koforidua. Not gonna say be antokwano a northern region Hong Kong a wo. Enye not in Hong Kong. Because then you say many of the many of our northern region brothers, the Bawku areas, they are people. They have been immigrated in different parts of the country. And to kusase for any mampurisi for they are mixed in different areas of the country. And in Tokwana Ekono, it does not necessarily need the same. You have to be in Bawku and sanobe to me a day and your consequences. But your life is at risk. Wabrabo at that risk. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this, this is a political war. They say, Brana Nanado Danko Kufa the Tiakunyasono. Omode, Yankan saying, curfew, any restrictions are who do be Ayadane, Eba, Bawku Kurunum, and in the surrounding areas. Some restrictions no be to say curfew and na ase for no e boa ye e ma soldier for no nya kwanya ye den e control the area. Umia Jo Mahama say ontiasie die ntia sabio MPP aban ebe bando furugu e wo northern region. On the kayo on Tia said the Intia Nanado Danko Kufuado Abai Ebema Kafi or Northern region. Aden Omopeso Mui Abamuana. Et Mahama can't handsome way in ano. And ne Nkrofono Motisa area or they believe we say Sa Kafi na da Mosono a injustice. Sa man Shefuruguno a injustice because MPP abana intelligence and security works. Edo mwakumasu. No muye juman said yes and fatano. They studied the case and understood say. So obisi furugua obetim di tuashim So obisi furugua obetim di wiase ndema nyina ahye ni furuguma se wujira nkyanya huma ne nyeye. But Dariga could not catch you for Yemian Kusasi for say a insisted at the bonny bin a bam pipi amanyo komunti or catch them some more moon shefurugu. Or some cry example say, Enti Bokuna ba o Piabontra, be a neon fanche. Into the Atua Mutim. Enti since John Dariga Dramani Mahama on any police IGP, Toko no se hunu se wanyo, Papa ni tickets yes me the 9. Omuteki in charge of the security no. Curfew na da kronomua. Na eye through that na ye timidi govern the city no. Curfew na da kronomua Netima take control of the people and of the society na ewo ho no. Enkrofo na ba to agu adentia mahama dika kan kire omo say ono as a president he doesn't agree. Say yebe den yebe say mo obi nhye furugu. Curfew no so no yabo ato agu because enkrofo no feel say mahama dika kan kire omo say eni kwanse de curfew eto amamfo so wo mu krom. E wo say yenya omo no muntumi nya kwanya enko na omo mra omo nkodi dwa omo nye debe na amamfo take advantage of that omo di bone ene stadu minta wanu mon sans na oba ha anade no economy akoshishi week akra wo ho pe week papa no moai ai oba no akanyansa na nsam na America na yeme na America eye de leader no kan ne ho consequences na yeka etiabusia ena me no kasai curfew no enkrofo ni ni so e na mode fasu edi bone because before no by 6 o'clock you have to be in your room but then watch this video watch we have a video
every activido epoye mantam na bokon sensemu asori ena empirefo de bi
video ni ye podeti
enye nhwe han maniema enye nsemu sante sei ena ene sori ahoso no de to adehye a obokon potem ho ene awia no mienu na oso bi afiri monten so ekwohye ne dem sa ade asan se wi agina so sete sei agye so koda na no pa no nsia se meka sei na ne wasori na enro asem no behwe mu no ene okofa eye na legu ekromu a bebia obefa bia manfo ne na mo ne bi so sei na ade no so no omo nte ayi bia curfew bia sanse empenifo de curfew ne ba no mo mane ena sabe asemu a asi wo mpotamu anti ebufu aba empenifo se yemfa so nto omo so no ebia sisi ba bi bebre ensonya de a wono ati bibia na eye na adom kase bo se da bi aposifo mo na mo hwabo ban sakwako ba sa ban e de curfew aba na manfo ebusu de a na ho asem no e wo se hwe ne ka ne ye kasamafo ma na larigu posi adwumaku no Robert Annabel ena ichire mu se sisi ameka se mo ka posifo ne ambambofo dodo na agun se be ya obehwe se omanfo ebedi mra ne nhede a odi aba no so.
Yesterday we began serious investigation into the case, and so we have mounted a manhunt for the suspects who committed heinous crime yesterday. We have also examined the body and released various of the deceased boys to their family for burial yesterday. We have also beefed up security at the various schools in the regional capital, that's Malaregu. And the police administration also deploy more policemen to the region to assist us to provide security for the citizens of Malaregu and the environment. The curfew that was also imposed in the town is being enforced, and with the additional deployment of police personnel to the region, we'll be able to enforce that. And other people from the Kusagu area, as well as the students, we are doing our best to identify them and evacuate them back to their hometowns, so that there can be peace in the municipality.
Bacha oba Facebook a obehunu ene omanfo ne na monten so a womo eko na womo eba womo kono mo ba na yankwa homa so yenu be ma ya aboache ebutu mpotam ho no beboa yen na yehunu de ekoso yawo anapa ye mo ahye
we abokore
ye de ho ye naja mo na sei de bia beti bia asem foforo ntino ya na mo nkomo abo yehu kakra anya bia curfew no se de enra yete ho asem sa ba afa wi akiri se manfo ne nam krum a obi ye de opɛ wonte se dogo bi hu na be no adehye mu ne anadwo no nyina ne nim se oni atetempu mu a se na ɛhote
awala me da se na se na o de mama na tawe asosia de obedu na lego ahoma mpe bra unfortunate incident na SC one American Senior High School no and announcing in abai every curfew every could na lego and this virus so but unfortunately no now ohina na o ha na na yiri no or see he wasn't aware of the disposing of the case, and on to me, a man in the SCCA Abai Agyatua say, the Minister of Interior imposed the curfew every coup, Nalego, and important as Zamino Casaidia, we Enura Ebedru this time up Manu Casaidia and say curfew there, Anthony Ambasu, Ewo Nalego.
Eti se meka say nunsia bo se de nim no se curfew ne basa na ne time a ye bietu no de amanfo epie ne duduo mu bia akoye de oye anope ewiem ahyase se tete what saying
I'm sorry before the curfew hour no ana me pay apotika kra me pay na me say nipa ana mo ha omo start your normal business in the day. Seriously, I don't think that the curfew hour was observed by the people of Nalego.
Yeah, my yana was saying, if you be saba, hold it for need to form the rank or more manful dean, any day. Putting our own per se, careful, no be this war, be any besaba on Chebium. Then you bet ya watch it, and yet in kind of free and Lerugu, I watch them say, a month for no one to my junior Bunia Gumasuma Michelin, on Tibu cry, I will careful.
And Tiabusia so. And Crofonos or Montiasi or Montiasi, Adentia, and Namun Sembia Jomahama Eden, I can't to a mutim. Because you see, you weep what you day, what you sow. And tis I see bia emongu kwakwana seswa e bogu a pampam. Now, wow bass is here be a one thing sama John Mahama ka you know. I just want you to listen to what Mahama said to the Kosasi people, so that you understand, say, the Ekosu it is not because of Bibia, but it's because of the record statement John Dariga Dramani Mahama Yede. It's because Jina Kosasi for him a catch the one a brand no who to me. Listen to this video.
Is the issue of peace. When I read the media, they say the Bawku chieftaincy conflict. There's no chieftaincy conflict in Bawku. There cannot be two kings in one kingdom. Every government recognizes that the overlord of Bawku is Naba Abugago Asigri II. And that's why I say there's no conflict, no chieftaincy conflict. And so peace in Bawku is going to be my priority when I become president. And all of you know that when NDC comes, there will be peace in Bawku. And so I wish to urge you to collaborate with our security service personnel who are here. They have a very difficult job. Let's collaborate with them so that they can help to maintain the peace. And I can assure you that when NDC comes, we will make sure that peace comes to Bawku. Bawku has a lot of potential. When Bawku was peaceful, commercial activities were going on and everything was okay. Now, some public service workers have left the area because they are afraid for their lives. We will make sure that peace comes back to Bawku so that all of them can come back.
Yes, exactly. And in some way, Mahama Kokaya, and I'm so part of the tribe. As a leader, you don't judge when there is a dispute among two tribes and two ethnic groups. If you do judgment direct like this, automatically, you are encouraging one part of the group to be more aggressive on the others. Because what catch them so muye day omudibem. The Mahama Mahama has encouraged the Kusasi people that the rare lawyers or the royals of the area. And Tinawaba, the promise here Omfa maye ya nkasa ye tumi den ekwa akoje ena de ekoso no eno ne de ekoso no enti enye obi ena de asem bi aba na ye nsem bi ma ebinom ka ye nipa bi ma tumi bi kita won ena ne nam so a ama de ye hu ne nei ekoso na nipa ne ho ye mahipa
now is it
yantoba say in all this no enipa ne ho ye mahipa ene sa akwa we me ya meso se bomodana like video no mame na share eka ho mame won subscribe o yen so na wa subscribe kama no abeka busuakuo no ho I mefa kwanya we so na makamfo Gap Media on YouTube e de amount se hwe na chi akwan na subscribe e wo me Gap Media on platform so so na mefa kwanya we so na makamfo Kakari TV e de amount e wo YouTube osanso wo Facebook as SKB TV1 e wo YouTube enti e wo Facebook enti me kamfo sa platform yenu we e de amount na masan kamfo Political Zone Felix appear so the amount. Say when a on YouTube and on Facebook na support no. Na na juma enkoso ye. But don't forget say obe like video way. Na obe sanso subscribe so unya subscribe ya. Yenko yanim. Obi bia ni ho anaho yemahi. In this case, more than this man. And I'm coming to explain to you why this man ena ye de na ho yemahi pa. De wo mu nyina ne sa kwa we ne fa eye mampurusi ena ne fa eye kusase enti no saa papa wo ye oda hoyi a nyankopon adom onye nipa bi akwa na owo power ewo amanyoku a ye frɛ ne NDC me ma me Esther Kebari ma me makwa aba pa ena me nwi amaso da ntwi nso me chia mo akwa aba me ma me Okan Florence me chia oye pa onye nipa ketewa bi o oye nipa titiriw bi e wan disi amanyoko na akwa we yot hoyi ne maame ene ne papa omo ne maame firi mampurusi ena ne papa firi kusase enti sa akwa we could have been the way for the peace, but what are we seeing? What we are seeing is say oh no because of so nim se kusase fo ni ena ye nipa dodo ewo saa mantamu ho no ono no odene ho akobata kusase fo no ena o kanjagum say they are the people that they merit to be what mahama yarga. Yes, that is they are the people that they merit to be the royals of the land. Tieni yo enti se utie videos na me bo kire onu mu bia abayu ano kan pefe say they do all that they can to vote all their vote for sa papa we ene jo mahama said the beya and nam promise wa promise your munti no obenya to me now this san hye na o kan ho asem no ababetudwa enti sa kwa we listen to this video in an interview with Joy News. Listen to him very well. Listen.
Now, what you need to demonstrate, is to ensure that everybody respect that Supreme Court pronouncement. That's what you need as a sitting president.
Is it really possible?
Yeah.
Is it really?
And what did you okay? Akwa we say Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo is being biased. There has been a judgment from the court. I was saying Nanado ntimi making sure say the implementation of this judgment, you know, efficient, and I can say respected by all the citizens and the people that are living in that area. The assembly you sabre not your position. So the blame was on Nanado. Sabre no yeah opposition no opposition. So he was playing games with the president or the sitting president. So Nanado needs to implement the court judgment about Bontreno. Nanado should use the state power to make sure say every living human being on that land ever respected the judgment from the Supreme Court. Tio, me banama bekande or watch, but let's continue with what he said more. Listen.
Is it possible that the leaders of a country can compel allegiance to a chief?
They are not being asked to owe allegiance to the chief. No, listen. They are not being asked to what do they call it? To owe allegiance to the chief. I mean, they are being asked not to express their lack of allegiance violently.
I get your point. Yes.
Are you getting the point?
Yes.
We're not saying that when we wake up in the morning, come to Bawku Naba house and say, "Oh, chief, we worship you." You can decide that for the rest of your life, you will not cross his path. You will not go to him for anything. Fine. We are saying that don't take a gun and say you will kill somebody because you don't accept that that person is a chief. That is just what people are asking.
Do you support?
Okay, and to listen to this video very well. Judgment now court to the bar bonten say. I think Kusa saying Bawku Naba and the chief, I think the parliament chief for whatever he is. Entienne papa wo yo ti hoyi. I can't tell Bawku for say. Mamprusifoɔ are making mistakes because there is a judgment that says Kusasefoɔ and they are the kings of that land. And the Mamprusifoɔ di bone omontra baby omotie. They should not come close to Kusasefoɔ. They should understand the say ye Kusase hene na ye hene wo ho. But obi mi so mo say omonko no omonko bunko to dwe wo Kusase hene nim kase nana ye hyewase. But this comment papa we ye making no, it is not just to understand it in the way I'm saying then e kan ho asemi, but it is a way indirectly no all catching Kusase for say you are right. Automatically they can say obojam and you can't say obojam. Automatically this man is telling Kusase for say you are right, and this Mamprusi people are the people that are what violating the laws and regulations on that chief 20 issue. So it was assassination. It is a ukasaya. Every Kusase person, Kusase maybe obo kubia abeto about the amount, because when him say oba, you are going to do their belling, their willing, their wishes, their dreams for them. And omukoto abandon them out tree. Now, maybe we have told you the two things. Yenti what he said last. Now, you bring the evidence on that.
For the Kusasis.
I am a Kusasi.
Do you?
My mother, listen, my mother is a Mampushi. Yeah. For the records.
I get you.
For the records, my grandfather, my grandfather was the leader of the Mampushis. So I straddle the two sides. And trust me, I have
more with the Kusasis.
I have a principle that
Akwani bisa a question when one respond, does it link yourself with the Kusase? He never respond. But listen to what he's going to say. Listen.
The person that you cannot run away and leave, you should tell the person the truth so that it doesn't get to running.
Okay.
Because if it gets to running, you can't run and leave the person.
Yeah. Enti wo papa wo nya ni papa. Or say well, on onya no say ye kusa or support to Kusasefo and Mamprusifoɔ. But the opposite can say enipa wuntumi nya ne ho nwan nipa wuntumi nwane enya ne ho no e wo se wonka no kore nkyere no se de be ya enru se wo se wunwane e wadwane agya no abusia papa we ni fie ye twaja tum papa we he does not go to Bawku for about 1 year to now onko Bawku breadru so be dwane because of enkwase ade a oyeye now. Sadia no muye nyina no. It was all because of what? Political games. Because in the medical culture, no, the Kusase people are more. So if you join yourself, if you recognize the Kusase to be the royals of the area, automatically, politically, you know, you have assumed voting numbers. Your dream to win the general election, no, ever possible. This is what this stupid man did. Now the yana say wo out hoi. Uni eye mampurusini. Ose eye kusasini. Inside of you to be the intermediator by blood and by nature to bring peace, you know. This guy is the fool who is lighting the fire on ewane maame tiso. Yenku ne maame asifo nyina. Abushawati de make. Yenku ne maame asifo nyina. How stupid can you be as a leader of a parliament? Na wani ageti akra. Oda air condition mu. Now maame ne o maame asifo eno papa asifo. Yenku mo ti say nwan ewo ho. Ah, within 6 months pe yakumu nipa mako ahasa. Now ti akra we ye ho majority leader. I said during campaign time no mokoye promise ho no. Wo ti akra e na we ye ho majority leader e na wasefo ye kumo mo ti say nwan. Wo so da wo ti air condition mu wani age wo sresre wonya hu hweda. Na abusuen papa ye nkontomponi o. Asemo ya akwa we kan ye sam frɛ no committee anim say wona akwa asem bi say mampurusifo di bone akwa si da bi nyono na kan ye odetie me say NDC fo ha Allah subhanallah alhamdulillah wallahi alhamdulillah bismillah wallahi tallahi NDC fo you're the most bogus human being that I've ever met in this world. Entro. Akwa we yo, na se mi se sia na me bochi de wo. Now listen to what he's saying.
So to now go and bend the statute, you are making a political statement. And that is threatening the relationship between you, the soldiers, and the community. Because the statute symbolizes something for the entire community. So if you go and burn it, and you are soldiers, that's a very serious matter. So those who say when it affects my people, go and I can pull a lot of statements that I have made because it has affected those occasions. It's always been an omission or, for very strategic reasons. If you ask all the people sitting here, my own village, people went to my own village, attacked and killed relatives that I know who are very close to me. And I never commented. And I came under intense attack from family members, from tribesmen, from Usasis, why the attack was in my own village, and I never commented. And I still haven't commented, and I will not comment. Not that it doesn't hurt, for the very reason that you're asking me this question. Because sometimes people who are not from my village get attacked, and I don't comment. So why would I comment? Because it is in my own village. So sometimes for strategic reasons, I don't comment. Sometimes I comment for other strategic reasons. Let's say this instance, it is threatening to create a serious rift between the military and the community. When it is threatening to create a conflict between the military and the community, I'm moving because we need the soldiers there. We need them because we ourselves cannot maintain law and order. And we've invited them to come in there and assist in maintain law and order. So any incident that is escalating and threatening the relationship between the community and the soldiers, we're moving first to vindicate the rights of the community, at the same time also to appeal for calm in the relationship between the community and the soldiers. So as you can see, if you listen, we condemn everything that has happened. But at the same time, we also try to show that the soldiers went too far. They went too far. For instance, you went and burned the statue. What has the statue got to do with this matter? You are soldiers. You are supposed to be neutral. Two people are fighting. One of them is going to put his statue in front of his house. Then you, in trying to separate, or you're angry because they fired into a convoy. And I condemn the firing into the convoy. I have condemned that. But then, as soldiers, we look for those who...
You be saying also that be on the can't read that. Now, dear Hannah say, a soldier for an aqua she statue way, we are fighting on the land. The meaning of raising your statue on the land, the next day say you are the owner of the land. A soldier for because they don't want the other part to get anger. I could be well for my, but I'm paying the wage now. I can't say the soldier did not did well. I say this fight, it is a political fight. And everything is happening because of John Mahama and his stupid manner of doing. Now, Bushia, the person Mr. Papa we assemble coupe. Sa Papa we osofu we.
Refuted the allegations, insisting in a statement that it had to neutralize 6 armed men who engaged the troops.
Abushia Muntio, Sabrene o campaign mu den do be aso ayehye. Osofu we ba bonten be ka kire na na do say oye insensitive. Oh, Nana do work man. Oh, Nana do or ye winner. Nana do you going to succeed though? Nana do or ye winner. The man is a winner. A soft phone in about Bontembe can't jago Nana do team so you're insensitive. Listen.
While commending the security personnel on the ground for working towards security and peace.
Unfortunately,
we call on them to be more professional and circumspect in the discharge of their duties and be measured in the use of their firearms so as not to kill innocent people. We also urge them to desist from some of the inhumane treatment and brutalities being meted out to innocent citizens of Bawku. At all costs, we must avoid actions that will result in reprisals effect from aggrieved people.
Between Monday, February 6th and Wednesday, February 9 more lives have been lost after all-night sporadic shooting, and the National Catholic Bishops' Conference is worried.
We members of the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference are saddened by recent developments in Bawku, leading to the death of 15 people.
Okay, Miriam will say Ebenezer, Elizabeth Mwakwa Papa. As soon as we say, Sir Catholic Bishop, we are in fact. Almost they were going to march to the Jubilee House. Hey, Papa, we may be saying, where is him? Wadana, dear Natuno, a he fan wakwa kwashe. The entire Nedio Marbon Tremema threatened to John Mahama say, Mahama and Kanehua, Omobe Machi Akonifie. You see, now you can understand, say, the hypocrisy of the people. Omowo mainumwa, omoyo omo what is said there, omoye neutral, and I ye neutral, and I ye for any Kenyans Yankuponsem. All these are all political people with a political stomach. Miriam Sami Justice from Hamburg in Mwakwa Yepa. Papa, he has completely vanished from the situation as soon as Mahama won power. But within 7 months, a nipa 300 na wu. In 8 years, a nipa 50 na wu, yeah. But people were making strong allegations, and people were doing big conferences against Nanado. Bone ben na kwakuado de ye mo. Honestly, a friend to send me a kwaku pepe. Bone ben na kwaku de ye mo a munyina mo so di manu si ne so kan de nye ne de nsemunyina. Now you know hey, and this is for now listen to what this fool also is saying. A former secretary to the NDC. Papa we have about say NDC for ntimi solve the war in Bawku. And I'm saying but I do tell you so there. Not the fault was Dr. Bawumia. I didn't tell you, man, Prusini. And that day, one political party cannot solve the problem. Hey, and this is for Muye nipa bone Nyankopon hataso na ne mo beye adwuma. Nyankopon ene bedi mo ho dwuma mamo. Because of how hypocritical that you are. Listen to this fool. Listen.
Na mofaba lewe na nkanam na hra mo ho a wo kan kofa wo we na nkanam na ika ho na kwame awehemo wo man de dem me nu kan ye nyina ye nya awehjem de boko conflict situation no or national exercise oye de ma bi na ye kasa ye de wo wa an ye ka de ye hwa na bi ye or national exercise I mean oye hu an a play interview a grante ma our friend nursing woman is it in channel ya ho na se wo bibi wo ho a netse ewurabe kwan onam do kasa ya wo ye mba hyehyewo obi onwo bada ana obi onyi nnua e wo wiase men na obi kwa ho kirima ohuru na kwame asem na wie ya anye de oye National Democratic Congress mujezi de ye zendemari gugu kwem na NDC alone nintum in solve the issue cha ye na ye ka ho kwame ya mention there otumfo Asante Hinwura ori ye mediation ma the man sami na akwado kwame yanko deep ni ehwede mediation exercise na nkasa ya be ya otumfo de obeye neutral party members involved the parties involved one all the why agree do say ya kwambre mami na kwame mega na 1950 something na the ma conflict situation akwa I mean, there, all the two year church as in we man comfortase. Yes, Otum for no, your church was as was. Otum for no exercise in there. Obey mediation. He's a mediator. Na more parties now. Oboshe me peace abano. Se mo smoke peace corder. Otum for bad no botum why.
Peace FM.
Abusha entisan disi phone munyansa. Abusha wontie ni ye pao. I remember say the Roman bishop should come out and talk. Ah, yomra bontono mekasa. Mimia, na me entisan disi phone eni munyansa. And then the man who says disi phone bino moho muni munyansa. Hey, and then the bokunto kwano. And yes, sabio and disi phone kwana betimi asovo. Ah, na sabra na mo nipa ne promises or no na be solve problem yan koto abama na wo he. Also your former secretary, you know whatever the NDC did in 2024 to win these elections. And nipa bone asem. Na me ya, let yente sa video we last. If you are near call into Kennedy Japan saga.
The idea we politicize every issue. Kusasa semi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia suffered for it. Obieni, yes, a man prosini, ono no to man prosi for Akukunko for Kusas. In my constituency, Kusas for me MP before told me, so now Bodi at once ever trauma. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the intimate to Mano. Why? Because of man prosi. These were the issues. And unfortunately, in the certain presidents, Obeka video our castle MP before power and Tokwesi North.
Anyway, but at this point, the idea to know when we bring some of these matters in it, some cannot be adding. Like I said, we are just
what I'm saying is that I'm drawing attention to the politicization.
Of course.
That's my point. When key members, and not just MPs,
sure,
people from the MPP side making comments, are inflaming passions.
Sure.
You know, and today here we are within 6 months. We are witnessing something we've never seen before.
Of course. Anyway, yate arabo nyame nkoso njeche mo wura na abani say minim sem panifo etu anamo ho a ye region mu kra no the regional security council ade ho nhyehyɛ aba e mompa ye say bibisa ensibiom na adwobre beba arabo nyame njeche wura na onka homa ye anopa nyame nka ho na
Journalist way, I think say he's very bogus. Enokre and this Yamanyo Kode Ntokwa way a politics. A man on Namsuma Yura Dr. Bawumia Babi Onya zero. Babi Bebre, the whole Kusas either Dr. Bawumia zero because of Nsamnem Kwasiasama Mamfobi Kaye. And Namsuma Yanka say Yura Kennedy Japan so the Baba Yanyuma or two. Ama Kwasiampany to be a self no Usubempa. I abwa papon ne se nantwi yede ne ti atoja so se yeho esori a saa nneema wo yan DC for ye eno no mo dia ye dia campaign message to be the presidential candidate of the republic. So this man deserves to talk about it. Collins Adamako, he is right to tell you, say the ekoso obokoro, it is something orchestrated by the NDC. So, Massa, tell them to go and solve the problem. The IGP is in Accra doing some Accra boy. And a man for me, and a more year money to say more, a month for more. A man for who say who I want to walk, or more the importance of money to me. No, but to me at Accra. I will crank. Bet to me at Accra, a cock and spin. Bet me at Accra, call Labadi Beach, and I say for the job money disika. That is what they are after. And no, anyone there. Yamakosa Sebusian Fonina Yako. Yamam Prusebusian Fonina Yako. But next time, when it comes to what them call elections, vote.